Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be doing the Divergent tag. In honor of Insurgent coming out on Friday, I am going to be doing this tag along with another related video to Divergent that I'll be filming right after I'm done with this video. So, yeah. Question. It's choosing day. Which faction would you choose? I kind of had to think really hard about this one because I kind of had to really think hard about this question because I don't really know which faction I would choose. I was thinking I would pick Dauntless, but I know for a fact I wouldn't survive being in Dauntless because of the initiation and I'm just a weakling. And so I think I would choose, I'm too selfish to pick Abnegation, so I don't really want to be in Abnegation that much. When I took an online test, it said Erudite, and I didn't really agree with that either. Plus, Erudite is like the bad faction or whatever, and don't think I'm cut out for Candor either. So I'm just gonna go with Amity because it's a much more peaceful group than any of the other factions are, and I figured I would fit more into that faction rather than in any other faction. I would love to pick Dauntless, but I just know for a fact I would not survive the initiation, and I would probably die or just kill myself and just fall off the pit or whatever, or the chasm or whatever that Elle did in the movie. But yeah, I would choose Amity. Second question, what would be your first Dauntless tattoo and where would you put it? My first Dauntless tattoo would actually be this little music heart treble clef thing. I've always wanted a tattoo like this, and if I ever am brave enough to actually get my own tattoo, I really want this to be my first tattoo, because even though I decided recently that I'm no longer going to be a music major anymore, music and performing will always be a passion of mine, and I'm gonna try to not, and I just want to not stop performing because I absolutely love performing. I love music. Music's been a very big passion of mine for the past 10 years, and I love it, and getting this as a tattoo would represent how much I love music and whatnot. And where would I put it? I've always wanted a tattoo, even, like, I just decided this recently, but if I ever be brave enough to get a tattoo, I wanted to get it on my back of my shoulder right here, on my left shoulder, on the back of my left shoulder, because that's always the place I wanted to get my first tattoo at. And yeah, so that's what I really want to do. I'm hoping to get this tattoo soon. I always tell myself that I always want to get at least this tattooed on the back of my shoulder, but I'm not great with pain. I am not really great when it comes to pain, but it's just a small tattoo that I really want to get, so hopefully if I'm brave enough and deal with the pain, I'll actually do it. So, yeah. What would be in your fear landscape? I know for a fact my two biggest fears that I have is shots. I am not great when it comes to needles. I'm going to be bluntly honest right now. I cry like a freaking baby when it comes to needles. My dad actually had to come in at one point when I had to get my first IV in my arm when I was going to have surgery, and it was not that great. And, like, he wasn't even allowed to come back there, but I mean, I was just in a hysterical mood that I just could not calm down enough on my own, so the doctors had to bring my dad back and to calm me down in order to get the IV in so I can get surgery. And yeah, it was a hot mess, and that's for sure one of the biggest thing that would be in my fear landscape is needles. I'm not great when it comes to needles. I don't think I actually grew out of that fear because I know, like, a lot of people I know that a lot of people grow out of their fears with needles, like, coming out of childhood, because after having so many shots as a kid, but that never really escaped me, and that's always what stayed with me. So, yeah, that's one of them. And then the other one is frogs. I have the biggest fears when it comes to frogs, and the reason why I have such a big fear when it comes to frogs is because when I was 10 years old, I had the worst nightmare ever. I remember the house that we were living in at the time, it was covered in frogs, like everywhere, like top to bottom, frogs everywhere, and they all attacked me. And that was the worst nightmare I've ever had in my life, and ever since that bad dream, I've just been petrified of frogs. So even, oh my gosh, even if there's ever frogs near me, I just freak out, and I just don't get that frog near me. Just get that frog away from me. And I'm not afraid to say that. I'm not afraid to say I'm afraid of frogs or needles. It's just, yeah, I just know for a fact those two things are the biggest fears of mine. That would definitely be my fear lance. I wouldn't even know how to calm me down in those situations, so I don't even know how I would do it. Ugh, I'm just thinking about it, I'm just cringing, so yeah. Next question. It's Dauntless initiation period. Who would you rank highest in the BookTube community? And I have to say, Kat from Cattytastic, she was one of the first booktubers that I discovered, and basically it was like the pretty much discovering Kat pretty much made me discover the whole BookTube community. Like, ever since I discovered Kat, there was this whole other community of people who share their love of books, and I have to say Kat is my favorite because she's obviously one of the first people I discovered of booktubing, and she's just, I don't know, she's just a fun person to watch hauls, and I always rely on her when it comes to books that she recommends, or like her opinion on everything, you know. So, and then the last question in this short tag video is retell your perfect Allegiant ending in 10 seconds. I'm not great when it comes to that kind of pressure, but we'll see if I can do this. Okay, let's see if I can do this. Okay. I'm not great when it comes to this kind of pressure, but let's see if I can do it. Okay. Tris ends up kicking David's butt and ends up pressing the button, or races out of the weapons lab and meets for the end. Okay, crap, that was not that great. So that was that. I failed that attempt, but that's okay. That is it for this Divergent tag. I don't really have anybody in mind to tag for this video, but if you guys love Divergent as much as I do, consider yourself tagged. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy this video. If you liked this video enough, please give us a thumbs up down below. And yeah, so that is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching this. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and have a great morning, noon, or night. Goodbye!